Hi my friends, finally I got to do another video. So welcome to this little chat we're going to have where I'm going to share what I feel I'm learning on my path. I hope you're all doing really well in this very intense experience of being a human being. Yeah, I hope for you that you feel that although life can be very, very challenging, that you still sometimes at least feel that everything is actually in divine order. So what an incredible journey this life is, and as I've said so many times before, we all signed up for this. As I see it, there's no real coincidence. Very, very rarely is there a coincidence in our lives. And every time something feels difficult, it's because which can seem very, very provocative, there's something there that we want to learn. So when something in our lives is triggering us, our immediate response is, please take it away. Just take it away. I've had enough. I've been triggered enough. I feel I've learnt enough in this lifetime. And as I was just feeling this morning with something very triggering, that's the feeling I had. Just actually several times this morning. Please just take it away. I've had enough. But apparently some of us have chosen to be triggered and to be in a very intense learning process, really more or less all our lives. So the art, we are really artists of life that are being, that are unfolding. So we are developing. Sometimes it feels just too slow to be true, but as I experienced this morning, going through these sequences of feelings, emotions, reactions, it's incredible because I've experienced it thousands and thousands of times in my life, and it's really incredible how it can take so long to really master this. But when we get through every sort of challenge, we do feel, that's what I feel, that we have grown a little bit and we are a little bit wiser. So the art is to remember it next time. So what actually happens when we are triggered? So I can just talk for myself. I wish it to just go away, just to go away, and I might have some feelings of anger, even aggressiveness towards this challenge or person or whatever it is. But in my deeper self, in my divine self, I'm being told to relax, to just relax, and to know that this is something that I'm learning. Something here is teaching me something. And so if I just initially get over the reactions and actually notice how I feel, that there's some anger there, and maybe this experience I'm having is reminding me of something I have experienced before. Maybe if someone is very closed towards you, emotionally closed, and you get very triggered by that because they're not communicating with you, they don't have an open heart. Maybe that's something you've experienced before. Well, very likely, because most of humanity has been very, very messed up for thousands of years, and they have not been connected with their hearts. So most people we have experienced have had very closed hearts. And for those of us who start awakening, we really desire to be with people who have very open hearts, and so it can be very triggering to be with someone who has a very closed heart. So we wish it to just, when we are triggered, we wish it to just stop and just not happen. We have these emotions, and if we really step into our soul, into our spirit, into our divine selves, and be the observer of what's going on, we are not so triggered anymore, because our divine self is telling us, right now you're experiencing something that is teaching you something. We don't know what yet. We don't know till maybe years have gone by, maybe minutes have gone by. So if we can just step out of the human self that is so triggered, step into the divine self, which is observing our human self, and just allow the process to unfold, we will get relieved very quickly, and we will notice that we have learned something. So the worst thing that can happen is that we get triggered and we close off our hearts, and we just are angry, and we suppress it. We just push it down. That's the worst thing that can happen. So the best thing that can happen is that we allow the triggering to go on, and we step into our divine selves and notice our human self being triggered, reacting, and trust that in a little while we'll know what this was all about. And so what it was, part of what I realized was that to really understand that the people around us are all, which I've noticed, so I've mentioned so many times before, to understand that we're all on our own journey, and to really have to honor our own path, and to honor other people's path, and to realize that some people will go through this life with a completely closed, well, more or less completely closed heart, because they do not have the wish to heal their hearts. And so they will go through a life more or less emotionally encapsulated, and you'll never really reach them, maybe in just tiny little glimpses through life. And to embrace the sorrow that is there, the grief that is there, and to just let it be. Just understand that each single person has to do life their own way, and you cannot force a person to open their hearts. It's not possible, because the reason why people don't open their hearts and to really start communicating deeply with you is because they're so hurt. They're so incredibly hurt. And so if they were to start to connect with their own hearts, they would feel all the hurt that they have suppressed all through their lives. Maybe through many lifetimes it will start coming up, and that's just too painful. It's just too painful for them. So life in itself is excuse me. Life in itself is so challenging, and what we get to understand when we start awakening is that life is much more challenging when you have a closed heart. It's much more beautiful when you start opening your heart and healing the hurt within. So in a way, it's we're lying to ourselves, so we make life much more difficult when we have a closed heart. But some people just will not go through the pain of the past, and they will not start to open their hearts. And so you have to have a relationship with them that is quite superficial. And that can be really difficult to deal with when you are have a very open heart yourself. So that is enormously challenging. But this is, I think, for me, I feel that I'm learning is to just truly honor my own path and to honor their path. And then to realize that the relationship you can have with each other can look really strange. It's just, you can't maybe even explain it to anyone how strange the relationship is, because if you want to truly honor yourself and where you stand, there's certain things you can't do with that person, because it just feels, it's just too painful, because you don't feel they're really there. They're not. A person who has not started opening their hearts, who has not started to awaken to their true selves, is really not there. And so if you become very intimate with them, for instance, or you want to become very close to them, it cannot really happen, because they're really not there. It's their hurt self that you're dealing with all the time. So the art is also to see that beyond all that hurt and all that stiffness that that person is in, all that enormous fear that they're in, which they have encapsulated themselves in, beyond that is their divine selves. So they are God in human form. They just have not woken up to that reality yet. And they will one day. So one day we will meet. And I think when we die, and as people tell us in their near-death experiences, how when they meet in heaven, there's no ego, there's no hurt self anymore. It's just their true self that is meeting. So we all unite. And so on a deep level, we are all always united. But in the human interactions, life can become really strange. So, this is really sort of what I'm practicing, that every time I get triggered, I tell myself, okay, now I'm triggered again, and this is all my own healing. It has nothing to do with that person. That's terrible. It has to do with my own healing process. So my mother just really triggered me this morning, and she can't help it, because she's demented and she's really slow. She won't understand what I'm saying. It's very slow for her to understand when I tell her to do something, and I get really annoyed, and all I can do is I can get angry at her, and she's actually very sweet. But I have to take it all back to myself and say, okay, that was me who got triggered because I was impatient, and this is my hurt, this is my inability to have this complete patience. And it's okay. It's okay. And to quickly come back to love, just to love her, and to love myself in my inabilities. And I think this will, I don't think we should expect that we never get triggered till the day we die. I think this is something in our humanity, that we do get triggered. So, but life is beautiful. You are beautiful. Each and every one of us is God in human form. We are the divine, having an experience of being human, which is really not easy. It's just not easy. So no matter how difficult life is, no matter how far out we selves are, how we have come out to a place where we just think we are so mad and so crazy and so hopeless, all we really need to do is just sink back into our divine selves and feel that we are whole, we are complete. And right here where we are, when we have healed enough, we can feel that we are this beautiful flower of the universe, and we've come to spread our whatever gift it is we come with. And it is a beautiful, beautiful gift. It's a gift of love, a gift of peace, a gift of wholeness, a gift of healing. It is a gift of upliftment for others. And it can look completely different, whatever gift we have to bring. But when we start to realize that this is what we came to do, we came to learn, we came to be triggered, we came to be angry, we came to do all these things, and to as we have these human experiences, to return to our the observer within us, our divine selves. And we came to bring a gift, and when we start giving the gift, it's blissful. It is the greatest, because the flow of love that comes from God is flowing directly through us. So as I'm doing this film for you and for myself, it feels wonderful. I feel free. I feel alive. I feel full of joy, full of peace, full of trust that I am right here because this has been planned maybe 1,000,000 years ago. This is exactly where I was to be today. I'm in the flow. I'm in my creator self. And I could have been cooking a carrot cake. I mean, it could have been anything. But when you feel you get into this zone, into this creator self, where God is creating through you, you don't doubt what this is all about. So, in a way, life is so difficult, so complex, so terrible. But when we realize that it is meant to be like that, so that we can stop being, identify with that terrible experience. Stop identifying with our human self. Our human self is a part of us that we chose to experience, but it is not our deep eternal self. Our deep eternal self is completely in the flow always. So all we need to do is bring our awareness into the eternal self. And then the human self can do all the triggering and all the anger and all the stuff going on. And it's just, it does not matter so much anymore. Because we are in our divine selves. We have, in a way, we've been saved. And that's really what Jesus came to teach us. It's the Savior. You become saved from yourself by realizing that that is not all of you. It's just an experience you're having. And you can have people close to you who are dying or something really, really difficult. And even there, you can feel all that joy and all that bliss, because you know that they are also on they have their own divine selves, and they have chosen their path because there's something exactly right for them in their experience. So it's okay. So in the human selves we can suffer to the point where you just don't want to live. But all we need to do is just step back from it and come into, it's like leaning back, like we're in this beautiful big lounge chair all the time, but we keep forgetting that we can just lean back and enjoy all the waves of life, all the good, the so-called good, all the so-called bad, and realize that it's all experience, it's all learning, and all we need to do is really stay in the love, stay in the love vibration, stay in the flow, stay in the zone, stay in our God selves. So let's do a little relaxation experience together, and I can show you what it looks like outside. It's doesn't look real pretty because we've had lots of snow. Just have a look. Lots of water out there. Oops. You see, all the snow has melted, and it's not real great weather today. It's quite cold actually. I can see all that water out there. So let's see if I can find something, maybe a candle we can look at. Okay. Okay, so find a place where you can get really comfortable. Sit down or lie down. And just take 3 long, slow breaths into your lower belly through the nose. And out through the nose. Long, slow breaths. Allowing yourself to just be here, now. Right there in your life, with all the things going on around you. Or maybe not so many things going on around you. In the situation you are right now, we'll just allow it all to be. And allow ourselves to be. All the things we wish were different about the world and about ourselves, we're just going to let that go and sink into this very now moment, exactly as it is, reminding ourselves that we are one with the Divine, the one who created everything, who was the beginning of all, the bright light shining that will shine forever. We are one with it. And at the same time we are having an experience of being human. A very intense experience of being in a body, having all the senses, having all the emotions, all these different relationships, of having a mother and a father, maybe children, brothers and sisters, neighbors, co-workers, all these different experiences. And we are in a world where so much is going on around us. And right now we choose to relax in it all. Just let it all go and be. Feel the breath, how soft and how warm and how relaxing it is. Feel what a relief it is to just focus on the breath. And as we breathe slowly and deeply, we can bring our attention to the body, feeling the appreciation of the body. Although it's difficult to say to ourselves and say to God or the universe, thank you that we are right here in this body. Thank you, body, that I can be in you. For my legs and arms, my torso, my head, my hair, my face, every part of my body. Thank you to every cell that you are doing the job of keeping me alive and healthy, so I can feel, I can sense, I can think, I can be aware in this world. Feel the relaxation in every part of your body. Feel how with the breath, the body becomes softer and softer. The body enjoys when we just relax and accept. And feel how in your heart shines this beautiful, beautiful light. The light that was in the beginning, the light that will always be, is shining in your heart. This is the true you, the eternal you, the whole you, and it is always there. So reminding ourselves that when we leave this little exercise, this light is always shining. This is our holy haven. And when we unite with this place, we live from this place, we can bring our gift to the world. And our gift can be a smile to someone. It can be a friendly thought. It can just be a relaxed breath. It can be anything. But when we live from this place, we bring our attention to this place, we sink into this place, we feel that life becomes beautiful and that we are beautiful. And we know that all is well. That although life out there and in our immediate world can seem so tumultuous, all is well. It is all just experience. It is learning how to bring love and peace into every situation. Learning to let go of people and situations and let them be on their path. And to honor our own path right where we are. The path that we have chosen. So feel the breath coming in and going out. And now feel how this light in your heart spreads to every cell of your body and out into the world around you. You become like a shining star. You are the light. You breathe the light. The light, the love, and the peace is everywhere. Now and forevermore. And when you're ready, start to stretch your body. Feel how good you feel, how warm you feel, how soft the body feels. And then come back to me to say goodbye. Okay, my friends, this was wonderful. It was good to connect with you again, And yeah, if you could use this video, it's wonderful. So bless you in every way. See you some other time. Who knows when. Bye.